Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we learn one of the most useful English tense, the present perfect. Many students find this tense confusing because it seems to tell about both the past and the present at the same time. But don't worry, at the end of this video you have a clear understanding of when to use it, how to build it correctly and how to avoid the most common mistakes. Let's begin. Past simple versus present perfect. First, we compare the present perfect with the past simple. Look at this example. I visited Paris in 2021. Here we know exactly when the action happened. The year 2021 is finished, so we use the past simple. Now, look at this sentence. I have visited Paris. This time we don't mention when it happened. We simply tell about a life experience. That's the quick key difference. Past simple focuses on a specific time in the past. For example, she bought a new car yesterday. A specific point of past time definite. Or the graduate last June. The moment is locked in the past. In present perfect focuses on experience, relevance, or connection to the present. For example, she has already bought a car and they have graduated recently. The exact date Doesn't matter. The temporal break. The present perfect works like a bridge. Imagine one side of the bridge is the past and the other side is the present. An action starts in the past, but its effect remains important. Now, for example, she has bought a new car. The important information is not the person itself. The important information is that she has a car now. If there is no connection to the present, we normally use the past simple instead. The structural blueprint. Now we look at the formula. The present perfect is very simple. The structure is subject plus have or has plus participle. Remember, we use have with I, you, we, and they. We use as with he, she, it. For example, I have finished my homework. She has finished her homework. We can also use contraction. He has his. I have hip. They have they. And for negative, have not, haven't, has not, hasn't. Must pair with third person for verbs. One important rule: have and has must always be followed by the third form of the verb. Classifying past participle. Now we talk about participles. Regular verbs are easy. They usually end in it. Work becomes worked, cook becomes cooked. Irregular verbs are different. For example, go becomes gone, read becomes reading, sink becomes sunk, drink becomes drunk, and unfortunately, irregular verbs require practice and memorization. The more exposure you have to English, the easier they become. Crucial time marker explained. Next, we examine some words that frequently appear with the present perfect. First, for and signs. We use for to tell about a period of time. For example, I have lived here for 10 years. We use since to indicate a specific starting point. For example, I have lived here since 2015. Now let's see already and yet. Already usually appears in affirmative sense. I have already eaten, yet commonly appears is question and negative sentence. Have you finished it yet? I haven't finished it yet. Another useful word is use. We have just received your mail. This means the action happened a moment ago. Finally, we have ever and ever. Have you ever visited another country? I have never flown on an airplane. These words help you talk about life experience. Action and result connection. One of the most important uses of the present perfect is showing a present result. Listen to the sentence. I have lost my wallet. The important information is not the moment the wallet disappeared. The important information is that I have my wallet now. Another example. She has broken her leg. The result is that they cannot walk normally right now. And one more. We have cleaned the house. The result is that the house is clean now. We use the present perfect always as useful. What is the present result? Is if there is a result now, the present perfect is often the correct choice. Common student mistakes. Now we discuss some common mistakes. One frequent mistake is confusing for and since. Remember, for is duration, since is starting point. Another common mistake is using exact past times with the present perfect. For example, incorrect, I have gone yesterday. Correct, I went yesterday. If you mention yesterday, last week, last year, or a specific date, use the past simple. This rule helps you avoid many errors. Negative and question format. Now we learn how to for negatives and the question. Negative sentence. You haven't watched this movie. Question. Have you watched this movie? Possible answer. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. We can also ask information question. For example, what have you watched tonight? Answer. I have watched a new documentary. These patterns are very common in every English. English grammar room. Finally, let's see where the present perfect fits within English grammar. First, students learn the past simple. Then, they learn the present perfect to connect past action with the present. After that comes the present perfect continuous, which focuses on direction and ongoing action. Finally, they study the past perfect, which describes an action that happened before another action in the past. Understanding this sequence makes grammar easier to organize and learn. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lecture.